The WNBA tried to capitalize on her popularity and crammed a lot of games in over a short amount of time, playing against the best teams in the WNBA.
Caitlin Clark just made $76,000 look like pocket change and exposed one of the biggest lies in women's basketball. What she said about season tickets changed everything. While the WNBA is drowning in record viewership and a $200 million TV deal, their biggest star can't even afford tickets to her own games. Let that sink in. The Indiana Fever sold out every single season ticket. Jersey sales are up 1,193%, beer sales up 740%, and hot dogs have tripled. This is a gold rush, and Caitlin Clark, the woman responsible for it all, is making $76,000 a year, less than some assistant coaches take home. Here's where it gets wild. After dropping a career-defining performance, teammate Lexi Hull joked about buying season tickets for her family. Caitlin jumped in with a reality check. Those are pretty expensive. It's like our entire salary to get those. Dead silence. Camera cuts. Awkward laughs, because she just said what everyone was thinking, but no one had the guts to admit. The entire Fever payroll is $1.2 million, less than a minimum NBA rookie with 1 year of experience makes alone. One NBA player makes more than the entire Indiana Fever roster combined. But here's the kicker. 16 of 18 WNBA games that pulled over 1 million viewers this season featured Caitlin Clark. The Fever vs. Storm game drew 2.2 million viewers. When she plays, people watch. When she doesn't, crickets. The Liberty vs. Aces matchup with superstars A.A. Wilson and Breanna Stewart pulled 577,000 viewers. Good numbers, right?
Wrong.
Caitlin Clark's games quadruple that. She's not just moving the needle, she is the needle. Corporate partnerships are up 225% in Indiana. Concession sales are through the roof. 2,826 gallons of craft beer sold at Fever games alone. This woman is printing money for the league. And what's her reward? A 4-year contract worth $338,000 total. Her rookie salary is $6,595. You read that right. $6,595. Now, let's talk about what happened when she showed emotion. Third quarter against Seattle, Caitlin misses a shot and punches the basket stanchion in frustration. Instant technical foul. The ref actually told her it was disrespectful to the game of basketball, the same game that's been disrespecting her paycheck since day one. But Caitlin handled it like a champion. It had nothing to do with my team, nothing to do with the other team. I'm a competitor. I felt like I should have been making more shots, she said, then thanked the ref for the tech because it motivated her to play harder. That's the mindset of someone already bigger than the league she plays in. Meanwhile, she's breaking rookie records left and right. 232 assists in a season, shattering the previous rookie record, and she's on pace to break Alyssa Thomas's all-time single-season assist record of 316. With 12 games left, she's already made history, but the disrespect doesn't stop at paychecks and techs. Caitlin Clark gets snubbed from the Olympic roster. Women's basketball's biggest draw left home while Team USA heads to Paris. The WNBA tried to capitalize on her popularity, cramming games into a short span, back-to-back matchups against the best teams. She takes a break to reset, comes back unstoppable. AP Player of the Week, record-breaking performances, carrying her team to relevance, and through all of it, people want to compare her to Angel Ree. Let's be clear, Angel Ree is phenomenal, having an incredible rookie season, but comparing her to Caitlin Clark is like comparing apples to entire orchards. Caitlin is already a top 5 WNBA player as a rookie. That's not opinion. That's what the numbers show. When debates shift from Rookie of the Year to where she ranks among all-time great rookies next to Candace Parker and Maya Moore, we're witnessing something generational. Some people want to downplay it. Oh, she's just getting attention because of college hype. Oh, the media is pushing her. Oh, she's getting preferential treatment. Preferential treatment? She's making $76,000 while generating millions, getting fouled harder than anyone in the league. Seattle literally pulled their starter, so she couldn't get a triple-double record. 3 straight games with 20-plus points and 10-plus assists, and they yanked the lineup to prevent history. Then Skylar Diggins-Smith bumped into Caitlin during a dead ball. Petty, jealous, unnecessary, and everyone saw it. The reality is uncomfortable, but needs to be said. Some WNBA players are more focused on tearing Caitlin down than lifting their own game. The jealousy and animosity are obvious. But here's what they don't understand. A rising tide lifts all boats. Caitlin went into a press conference talking about flying commercial. WNBA players cramped an economy, dealing with delays, carrying their own bags. She didn't have to say anything. She has her Nike deal, endorsements, her bag secured, yet she spoke up anyway. The league announced charter flights, not some grand plan, but because Caitlin highlighted the struggle before she even played a pro season. She came in and immediately looked out for players grinding for years before her. That's leadership. That's using privilege to create change. And still, some act like she's the enemy. They should be putting her face on a billboard and thanking her every day. Here's the math nobody wants to talk about. The WNBA signed a TV deal worth $200 million, potentially scaling to $260 million per year. Historic, massive. But the collective bargaining agreement signed in 2020 runs through 2027. Player salaries are capped under outdated terms that don't reflect the league's explosion in popularity. Supply and demand are shifting in real time, and Caitlin Clark is the reason. She's rewriting what's possible in women's basketball, forcing conversations about pay, equity, travel conditions, and respect. Most WNBA players don't have endorsement opportunities. They're living off $76,000 a year in high-cost cities. That's barely normal lifestyle money in 2025. Caitlin is making millions off endorsements, sure, but even she points out the absurdity of the situation. If the league's face is calling out pay structure, that says everything. Now, the Rookie of the Year narrative. People try to debate it, but it's not a debate. Caitlin Clark will win, and it's not even close. Angel Ree has been fantastic. Double-double machine, relentless rebounder, impact player. But this isn't about who's good. It's about who's transcendent. Right now, only one rookie is rewriting record books, carrying her team to playoff contention, and quadrupling league viewership. The real conversation isn't Rookie of the Year. It's whether Caitlin Clark is having the best rookie season in WNBA history. Honestly, she might be. Candace Parker won MVP as a rookie, legendary, but she didn't have A.A. Wilson in the league. Caitlin might finish as MVP runner-up in what many call a historic regular season. Maya Moore won a championship as a rookie. Amazing, but she was on a stacked team. Caitlin is dragging the Fever to relevance almost single-handedly. This isn't a two-horse race with a third player trailing. This is Caitlin Clark in a tier of her own, with A.J. Wilson and Breanna Stewart battling for second and third. For those who say A.J. is clearly better, let's be honest. A.J. is phenomenal. MVP caliber, dominant, elite, but the gap isn't as wide as people think, especially when considering team success versus individual stats. Early in the season, when AJ's team was 6-6, her scoring wasn't translating to wins the way Caitlin's playmaking has for Indiana. AJ is still the better player overall, but it's closer than the narrative suggests. Breanna Stewart is in a slump. If she were at her peak, this conversation would look different. Right now, Caitlin is outperforming expectations and redefining what a rookie can accomplish. Here's the reality check. The WNBA has the headlines, the fans, the viewers, and a generational superstar who is bringing mainstream attention and corporate dollars. When are they going to pay these women what they're worth? Caitlin Clark probably won't win MVP because she missed time in the opening week, but that's a technicality. Everyone knows who the league's most valuable player actually is. The Fever are the only team with multiple Player of the Week winners this season, a testament to the culture Caitlin is building. She's not just dominating individually, she's making everyone around her better. After Lexi Hull dropped a career-high 22 points, Caitlin was the first to hype her up, joking that her social media was turning into a Lexi Hull fan page. That's leadership, humility, and understanding that basketball is a team sport. Kelsey Mitchell has been on fire all season, and Caitlin constantly praises her. When asked about Mitchell's fourth-quarter heroics, Caitlin said she just steps up in big moments, which she has done all year. She could take all the credit, the shine, the attention, but instead, she redirects praise to her teammates, and that's why the Fever are thriving. The league tried to keep Kelsey Mitchell in limbo earlier in the season, with contract uncertainty and roster questions, but the Fever retained her. They can keep 6 players, and there's no way they're letting her go, not with her performance and chemistry with Caitlin. Now, the incident everyone's buzzing about. Caitlin gets the crowd hyped, energy through the roof, and Skylar Diggins-Smith speeds up to make contact with her during a dead ball. Stop this. You're mad because that corn-fed Iowa girl is busting your ass. She leads the WNBA in assists. She's cooking. Let her cook. Players focused on knocking Caitlin down are missing the bigger picture. She's the reason salaries might go up, the reason charter flights are a thing, the reason corporate sponsors are flooding the league. If I were Caitlin Clark, I'd tell Skylar Diggins, get your coat, your bag, and get out of my way. While you're playing petty games, I'm changing the entire landscape of women's basketball. The pettiness is real, the jealousy obvious, but Caitlin keeps her head down and dominates, cutting through defenses, dropping dimes, breaking records, creating a double-edged impact. She's doing well for herself and for the league. The players should welcome her and appreciate what she brings, including rookies like Angel Reese, who are also thriving. Caitlin and Angel get most of the headlines, but that's a good thing. They're bringing new fans, fresh energy, and mainstream buzz that benefits everyone. The bigger issue is the league's failure to capitalize. They signed a $200 million TV deal. Viewership is skyrocketing, interest at an all-time high, and yet conversations still revolve around pay inequality and travel conditions. Stephen A. Smith said it best, "Pay attention to the rising tide. It lifts all boats." You can go at Caitlin Clark competitively, but in the process, learn to respect her. She spoke about flying commercial in a press conference. The league didn't act until after. People complained, why did it have to come to that? Forget it, she did it. She didn't have to, but she did, using her platform to address struggles women have faced for years before even playing a pro game. That's impact, that's legacy. Bigger than basketball, the numbers don't lie. The Liberty vs. Mercury game pulled 1.21 million viewers. The Liberty vs. Aces game with A.J. Wilson and Breanna Stewart managed only 577,000 on a different network. Caitlin Clark is doubling, tripling, quadrupling viewership. She's the reason casual fans tune in. She's why the WNBA is breaking through. And here's what's absurd. She's doing all this while being underpaid, disrespected, and physically targeted. She's hammered on drives, bumped on dead balls, and penalized for showing emotion. Imagine the outrage if the NBA treated LeBron or Steph this way as rookies. Because it's the WNBA, people act like Caitlin should shut up and be grateful. For what? A $76,000 salary while generating millions, commercial flights while the league rakes in TV money, an Olympic snub despite being the sport's biggest draw. Caitlin Clark deserves better, and so does every woman in the WNBA. This is about more than basketball. This is about respect, equity, and recognizing value. The WNBA is at a crossroads. They can ride this wave and build something sustainable, or fumble the bag and waste a generational opportunity. Caitlin Clark has done her part. She's brought the fans, the buzz, the money. Now the league must step up and do right by her and every other player. If they don't, someone else will, and the WNBA will look back realizing they had lightning in a bottle and let it slip away. Caitlin Clark just changed the world. Not with a championship, not with an MVP, but by forcing the most important conversation women's basketball has ever had. The league likes it or not, there's no going back now.